Welcome back. It's Thursday at the Giornate del Cinema Muto Pordenone Film Festival. Another day full of riches, of course. Late this morning, for example, a 9.5mm program that's a little bit different from the ones that we've been seeing at Pate Baby. These are films, amateur films made by an Italian artist in Milan called Guglielmo Baldassini. These are family films, films of Milan, but what makes it particularly fascinating is that he's using the format in a more experimental way. He's playing with emulsions, he's playing with all sorts of senses of lighting and camera in a form that we haven't really seen before, certainly not in 9.5, so this is a really rare opportunity to have the chance to see these kinds of films, and particularly on a big screen. Then later on in the day, we've got, as part of the Norma Talmadge program, two fascinating films, Graustark, which kind of makes a bridge between Ruritania and the Norma Talmadge program. Graustark was just as famous in the United States as the concept of Ruritania, thanks to a series of novels written by a man named George Bar McCutcheon, which made him one of the richest authors in the United States. Now he's basically completely forgotten. But at the time, hugely popular in a kind of Dan Brown way almost. An equally bad writer, I would say. And the film with Norma is truly lovely, showing off Norma's versatility, her charm. The film is missing two reels, but there's no problem in following the story at all. That's being shown with Camille, which was a very important film for her career, directed by Fred Niblo. Unfortunately, the film is in such a damaged state that it's impossible to show the whole thing, so we're showing one reel, but it's the moment in the film where Camille meets Armand. And Armand is played by a 20-year-old Gilbert Roland. This is the film where the two of them began their love affair, Norma Talmadge and Gilbert Roland, and you see it on screen. I mean, it's really there. The passion is there, and it's fantastic to see. Especially, again, to see it on the big screen in the Teatro Verdi will be fantastic. Speaking still of Norma, one of the really exciting initiatives that is being launched this year is thanks to Deborah Nadulman-Landis, the great costume designer and costume historian. We're starting an annual lecture on costume design in silent cinema. And this is going to be delivered this year by Michelle Finnemore, who's written the key book on fashion in silent cinema. And she's going to be looking in a general way at costume design in silent cinema, but using the example of Norma Talmadge as a kind of jumping off point to talk about all the different elements that went into such an essential craft that's been practically ignored for so many decades. And then finally, of course, in the evening, our screening of Up in Mabel's Room, 1926, Marie Prevost starring film. It's an absolute delight. It's based on a play from 1919 that starred the terrific American actress Hazel Dawn. In this case, Marie Prevost takes the role. It also stars Harrison Ford, the original Harrison Ford, and obviously not the one today, Phyllis Haver. And afterwards, don't forget, well, you might not even know this yet, it turns out they made a cocktail, the Up in Mabel's Room cocktail in 1926, and we're going to be recreating that at the Bar Posta after the screening. So I hope to see you there.